What's going on, good people? Y'all know what's happening. We back at it again, except we made it to the end of the week, man. It's Friday. Big TGIF type shit. What's going on with you, Carolina?
Hey man, but I'm ready for this Friday, bro. Shit, bro. I've been ready for it. I ain't gonna lie. I've been ducking and dodging all work all week, especially today. Man, it's gonna fly by anyway, so don't even fucking matter.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's good to be here, man. We got a dope show for y'all, like we always do, man. Extraordinary people that you wouldn't otherwise know they was extraordinary until the spotlight get put on them. So we had a dope guest Wednesday. Go back and check that out on YouTube. It's still in the group. If you're in the bottom of the bottle Facebook group, you can click on the link there. But we had Anna. She's an R&B artist, a legit artist. You know what I'm saying? And tonight we have her father in the building. We bring to y'all Mr. Ed Handsome in the building. What's going on, sir?
What's up?
Hey, man, not a whole lot, man. Just out here hustling, surviving good times, like the theme song.
Yeah, likewise. You know?
Absolutely, man. So we just gonna have a real OG conversation. You know, we got some libations. I don't know what you sipping on over there, but I got a little bottle of Irish whiskey, man. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
All whiskey, bourbons, down south, Dirty Creek water. We drink that, but we're just gonna have a real OG conversation in the fact that we just came up upon the 50 years of hip hop, man. So welcome to Bar BOTB, man. Enjoy yourself. We don't do nothing too crazy, man. We just legitimately show people what black people do sometimes when they coolin', man.
Right. Well, you know, I ain't got the drink, man. If I would have known, I would have grabbed me a bottle of that Moet, but I'm gonna sip on some tea for y'all, man.
Oh man, look.
I like the Moet.
Tell them, Carolina, it don't matter what's in your bottle, right?
Yeah. But I like my Moet. I can't drink the heavy stuff no more, man. Shoot, my
like life, man. I can't live your life.
Yeah, I'm getting too old now.
Oh yeah, nah, definitely can't go as hard as I used to.
Right.
But every now and then I forget that.
Oh yeah. You'll remember.
Oh yeah. The next day we remember. So we normally open up the show with a segment called First Call, man. First Call ain't nothing too stressful, man. It's 10 questions. I got 5. My brother got 5. It's just how you feel in the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go first. And again, from the era we from, I'm gonna start with your favorite pair of shoes all time.
My favorite pair of shoes?
Favorite pair of footwear all time.
Man, you know. Oh man, that's hard, man. You know, up here we big on the New Balance, right?
For sure.
But I ain't on the pair in a hot minute. I'll be real with you, man. I'm gonna keep it safe. I'm gonna stick with the Timbs.
Okay.
The double sole.
It ain't right if it's not the double sole. Them the shoe department Timbs.
Yes.
Gotta have the double sole.
You know.
Absolutely. More you a veteran. We've been highlighting the veterans here lately, man. And I'm glad to do it, man. We don't always get a lot of credit, or the credit that we get don't seem that thank you for your service don't hit the same always.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But what was your military specialty?
Me, I wasn't in the military. My people's in the military.
Okay, so
I was the Mr. Mom / spouse / hard worker hustler. Go get her.
Well, and in a real way, that's a point of view because we got to see both of it. We was dependents, and then I joined. So people will thank the soldier and not thank the family, man. When that family gets split up, it's hard on everybody.
Yeah. Especially from a male perspective, like, you know, because I got to do the things that normally becomes natural for a woman. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do all that and then still be a man at the same time. You dig?
Well, So, salute to you raising a dope individual, a decent human being, not to mention super artistic.
Yes, that's my female twin.
For sure.
Yeah.
Big cars or fast trucks?
Mm. Oh, big cars. Oh, big cars. Big cars.
Oh, I said that wrong. I normally say big trucks or fast cars. I said
I like sedan type joints. I like big cars.
big cars, big luxury cars.
Benz type.
So the follow-up question to that is favorite car you have owned in your life? The car you miss or the car you got?
I haven't owned one yet. I haven't owned a favorite car yet.
That's the difference between up north and down south.
Yeah.
We learned to drive at 12 years old down here.
Yeah. See, I haven't owned that favorite car yet.
Okay. Well, what would it be?
The 550 or the 580 Benz.
Okay. Okay. That's big talk right there.
He got that.
Okay. Let me see. One of the first songs you remember, one of the first hip hop songs you can recall reciting word for word.
Now I'm a surprise y'all, because like even though I'm in Baltimore, I listen a lot of New York. New York is my with the music. I'm a surprise y'all. I'm gonna throw you off. Poison Clan, JT,
Wow.
Debonair, the Devil's Dead, man. I'm telling you, I'll be on it, man.
Okay.
Shout out to Poison Clan.
Yeah, he been getting
the bitch that I hate.
Been getting a lot of JT been money getting a lot of camera time lately on podcasts. He finally getting some recognition.
Man, that song I Want Action. Come on, man.
Man, look. A lot of times, and we'll get into that. We come from the same era, like you said. So coming from the beginning, everybody listened, like you said, to New York.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sugar Hill Gang, Run DMC.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll start with Run DMC for like the first. I say James Brown is the first rapper, period.
Right. Hey, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. My brother-in-law got a joint with the first rap when he did it, man. Man, that joint, he played it to me. I said, oh my God. Straight lyric.
Man, look. Run DMC, LL Cool J, those was probably the first albums I ever got. Run DMC, LL Cool J, and the Fat Boys. Those are the first records I ever got.
Mm-hmm.
My final question, same question I posed to Anna.
Mm-hmm.
White room, white chair. You got two empty chairs. Unrelated to you, not related to you. Dead or alive, who do you want to sit down and have a conversation with? A three-way conversation with?
With three people?
Two people. You and two other people.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Throughout history.
Nice.
Okay.
Look, I'm a peep you on game. I could say Tupac, but I already had a conversation with him.
Damn.
Wow. That's real.
Yeah, that's real. No cap. How they say no cap?
So that it's you and Nas. You got one other person you can invite to the conversation.
I'm gonna say Jay-Z.
I think that's a dope conversation.
You know why? Because he got that information I need. That billionaire dream, you know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to sit around. I want to know how you get to it.
I can dig that, and we would definitely have that conversation, but it would be after we go play by play for the beef that they had.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like straight from the horse's mouth type shit. No crowd around for storytelling. I would have to have that conversation.
There's a lot more I would rather sit down with too, but Nas is my favorite rapper. Numero uno, la creme. In my opinion, nobody can touch him. They can't match him. The boy's still putting out right now.
Indeed. That's my 5.
All right. Let's say pork and beans and rice or collard greens and rice.
What the hell?
Oh, you
Gotta be-
see,
it
that's
gotta
that
be
down
collard
south.
greens.
See?
It gotta be collard greens.
Oh man, hey boy, you gotta have pork and beans and rice, man.
You know, my daddy from Florida, so we grew up Southern eating, but I got to go with the collard greens.
Oh boy, I don't know. Pork and beans and rice, boy, that should get you right.
Oh my
That should
God.
get you right. Hey, we down. Oh, your favorite T.I. track?
What you know about that? That's a classic. That's like a movie.
All right, your favorite military movie?
Let me get it. I got you. Damn, man. What's the movie? Dang, man. Platoon.
Oh, okay. He took it back.
Dope.
He took it back. All right. Favorite. If you had to pick out the favorite TV shows dealing with lawyers or TV shows dealing with cops?
If I deal with cops, I'm gonna say Chips.
I've been watching Chips.
Yeah.
Favorite cartoon growing up?
Fat Albert.
Hey.
All right, and my last one. Your favorite toy growing up?
G.I. Joe. All of them.
Okay.
All of them. And see my friends, I had everything. The Kung Fu grip, everything.
Okay.
See, that's how you know somebody of age. You can't just say G.I. Joe. You got to say G.I. Joe.
I know how to fix them. I know how to put them when the rubber band pop. I know how to fix them joints. I used to fix them.
Uh-oh. She in here. She said we can't see your whole head.
What'd she say? Oh, y'all can't see me?
Nah, we can see you. She, you know.
We can see.
She being who she is to you.
You can't see me, Bree? What she want me to do? Hold it like this?
She said we can't see your big head.
Can you see my head now? And then my damn thing collapsed.
There you go. You good right now.
All right, let me make sure this thing hold up.
So that's first call anyway. What was like I said, we in a certain age group, like we the first group of technically savvy African Americans. We bridged the gap between these kids that grew up with tablets in their hands and, you know, old black folks working hard jobs or working in the field. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Besides being from Baltimore, not even besides being from Baltimore, what was the hip hop scene when you was growing up? When did it grab you?
The late 70s, you know, Baltimore was a big hip hop scene, but it was really a big club scene. Like we listen to club, not house music. No, not house music. There's a difference.
Okay.
Like that techno, like this is like club music. Like I beat that with a bat. It was like more local, you know, and they was naming blocks and all that, like, you know, just like how Miami was with Jam Pony and all that.
Right.
That's how, you know, like up here we had our own thing, you know what I'm saying? But so a lot of times the hip hop scene, like we grew up the same hip hop everybody grew up, like Run DMC and all that. I'm gonna tell you the biggest song that came through here, man, like a typhoon, Raw Bass and Eat Right, It Takes Two. That song must have played for like 4 years straight.
That thing played all 50 states.
And it's timeless. Like, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what the scene is. When it come on, like the kids might be like, what is it? But after 2 minutes, they in it.
They should already know the beat, though. That beat is so infamous. When that shit come on, you should already know what that shit is, man.
Woo. Yeah.
Yeah, you should. Well, let me ask you,
Yeah,
so what's the biggest misconception about Baltimore back then compared to now? Whether it's music, whether it's streets, whether it's corporate, whether it's small business. Like, what's the biggest misconception?
I mean, that we just wow. You know what I mean? Like everybody wow.
Yeah.
Everybody, man, we some good people, man, for real. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't lived here in like 30 years, you know what I mean? I lived in South Carolina, shit damn near as long.
Okay.
But I've been gone from Baltimore, but I'm always here. But you know what I'm saying? Before I was living, I've been gone longer than I lived here.
Okay.
I left when I was like 21, 22. I left 94. You know what I'm saying? So I just been up here like really 3 years, but I haven't even planted my feet here. I'm just here right now working. But as far as, I mean, back then, it was totally different. Like what I see now, it's everywhere though. Philly, Baltimore, DC, Chicago. It's just wild. You know what I'm saying? Everything wild. But when we grew up, we had morals and principles, man, for real. You know, we had morals and principles. I still stand on certain things, you know what I mean? I live by certain people, and a lot of people be like, hey, you gotta chill out. I don't like rats. I'm just, it is what it is, man. I don't deal with rats. I can't stand child molesters. Hey, I'm just keeping it funky. So,
no, that's foundational shit. Nobody should enjoy those things.
Yeah, I don't even want to be around them kind of people. Now I'm talking about even the ones on the job. I don't even want to be around none of that. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I believe in morals and principles. That's the way we was raised. Our parents raised us. Don't tattletale. Don't do this. So when you see things now, what you see, it is what it is.
That's what I was about to say. Y'all think that's what's wrong with? I mean, you know, we talk about music and how fucked up music is, but like the morals and principles they haven't been taught.
No.
So when these kids are growing up, like they don't even have that shit, but then they always say loyalty, 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 but they don't even know what loyalty is. They ready to turn their back and leave somebody stranded with the quickness.
I don't think these kids talk about loyalty. I think these kids is more.
No, they say, you know, they say loyalty, man. You got to be loyal, but then they don't show the same respect.
They haven't grown up with the same type of history is history to them. Right. And where we were forced to go back and deal with shit, they have options. They don't necessarily have to go back. They can live in the present. You know what I'm saying? So I think that part is different, and it leads back to your music not having any substance.
Right. There's no control. There's no governing. Like basically, you can put your own music out anytime. So there ain't nobody saying, "Hold up, man, you can't." You know, you get your stuff shelved if certain things ain't right. You know, artist development is out the window. Like they don't even develop artists anymore. Nowadays, these record companies, they don't even care. Basically, they going straight to your Instagram. If your Instagram, like I'm gonna tell you, somebody known I sent my music to my daughter, and it was like, yo, I'm gonna send you a number. Somebody ain't gonna put their name out there. Somebody well known. I'm gonna send you a number. Text them this number if you serious about business. So I haven't heard anything back. It's been almost a month. Now, Grant, I'm gonna tell you what they do. They go on your Instagram. If you ain't got 30, 40, 55,000 followers, they gonna just, and then they want to come around when it's there.
Right.
But see, if you do that, then I'm gonna be the businessman.
Yeah.
You gotta pay for it. If you didn't help me build it, you gotta pay for it.
Ain't today's price.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah. So speaking of that, like I be watching the Matt Hoffa show sometimes, and they had Michael Bivins on there. They've been chopping up the Michael Bivins interview, and they had a good point. Was it Michael Bivins interview? I can't remember exactly what interview it was, but you got to think, Diddy had a chance to have DMX and he turned him down. He had a chance to have 50 and turn him down, and then turned around and tried to get them later. So basically, that's the way the music is going now. Like you just said about the likes, like they'll turn you down now, and then once you get that buzz, they'll try to come back on the back end. But you know, like that shit been going on even before social media. You got to think that if Diddy had a chance to get X and 50 Cent. I don't think he could have handled both of them. I think that's another. I don't think
he might not have survived as an executive.
Be like that, yeah. It ain't designed to be like that. You can't have all that. Like you see what happened with Death Row. It didn't last long. You know, it got to be a balance. Somebody gonna be the head. and then the rest gonna follow suit. Because you can't have two. It's hard to have two mega stars. But they're gonna turn to divas and they're gonna want more attention. So it's kind of hard to do what Dr. Dre and them did for that moment. And look how it happened. Look what happened at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But they put out an ass of good music.
They put out an ass.
And they could have kept it going if they would have left that gang shit out of it.
It's difficult. It's fabric now, and that's like for us, like the gang shit started popping up. I would say here, it wasn't none of that shit when I was in school. It was niggas that hung together. It was niggas from a certain area in the city that might roll together, but they wasn't a gang. You know what I'm saying, per se. The Katrina shit.
Yeah.
After Katrina, like it went from one or two dudes to like, man, God damn, there's a lot of red in here.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them, man.
That Wayne, you got to think Wayne popped off too. Wayne and Baby was popping off too as far as the music scene, right? Because you got to think everybody at one point, everybody was a Crip.
Right.
Everybody was a Crip because of Snoop. And then like when Wayne them, because remember Wayne them was wearing a blue flag at first. And then that like around the Katrina, right before Katrina, right after Katrina, they went to the red flag. And that's when everybody started doing it. Then Gang came out. It was just a mess.
What you think about that? What you think about the whole, like a situation like Chris Brown? You bright, shiny faced kid, good looking kid, you talented, you can sing, you can dance, and then you a blood, you a gang member. Like, where do you think that come from?
It come from the travel. Like basically now you're dealing with a situation where they got this thing called checking in. You know what I mean? Like the brothers. Like I don't understand. Like the brothers got to check in. Like the white man could go to any city, be an artist and singing. Nobody's checking in. You know what I'm saying? But us, and then singers, it's the R&B thing is damn near dead. So now it's like singers are almost like rappers. So you come into these towns and they extorting you like, you know, it's like, yo, you want to be protected because they really, what it is, a lot of them singers want to be around that. They want to be around it. You know what I'm saying? So when you want to be around it, that's the price you're going to pay with it. You got to check in. Next thing you know, let me go ahead on and join. Because everybody want to be cool when they was a kid. You know, you look up to this type of stuff. Even white America, we look up to the violence. That's why you look at the Gottis, the Sammy the Bulls, and all the rest of these people, and we idolize this stuff. The former drug dealer, if he get out of prison, he come on Facebook, everybody's idolizing him. Because we look up to that growing up in the community. So everybody want to feel a part of something. I never felt like I wanted to be a part of nothing. I'm my own gang. You understand what I'm saying? I don't condone, like, I stand alone. That's the way I always been. I ain't never been a follower in my life. I feel like this, like my man said when he was locked up in prison. He said, if only way he would have been in the gang if he could have ran it.
Okay. That's real.
We not in the business. We not in the business of being flunkies. You know what I'm saying? We solid. Like we ain't gonna waver from nobody. We ain't in the business of nobody sending us on a crash dummy mission.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The way we came up, and we always made a pact not to do drugs, all that crazy bull. Like we don't do that. So when it comes to how we live our life, we live our life for our families, take care of our kids. You know what I'm saying? That being a crash test dummy, I'm not running out here doing nothing for nobody, unless it's mine. My kids.
Do you think we can bring the family structure back?
Yeah, most definitely. Like every day, like we got a guy up here in Baltimore named Uncle T. Man, he do a lot for the community. Man, a solid. He's so solid that Mike Epps seen him on Instagram and got in contact with him. Man, Mike Epps brought Mike Epps dead off in our block where we be at. Let him. He hung out here for a good minute, and that's, you know, when people like me, I started a boxing program when I was down there in South Carolina, and I was training the kids every Saturday, and you had people pulling up, giving me gloves, mouth guards, everything, man, hand wraps, Yeah, you got to do it though. You got to want to do it. Stay off this damn social media trying to show off like you living your second childhood and get out here and get involved with these kids. Everybody wants to still be like they're in high school.
That's for real.
I think
That's for real.
Man, go ahead. Look, man, you got more sneakers than your woman. How you got more sneakers than your woman?
But I think that's the hardest part about bringing the family structure back is because of social media, is because of TV, the radio, the music, the movies, like everything that is uncontrollable is going to be the hardest part. Like I said, they don't even have any family structure TV shows on TV no more. Like even the cartoons, like you see single parent cartoons, you see single parent movies all the time. Commercials always talk about a single parent. Like they're not trying to put the family structure back together because the more people that come together, like it's harder to break. So as they say, you know, divided you fall. So they rather see the single father or the single mother.
Exactly.
Or the cousins that don't talk to cousins.
Yeah, they don't even let the theme music play no more. When the songs, when the show come on, they go right to the kids, man. Like, what about the music, man? What happened to One Day at a Time? Remember the songs when they used to come on? We used to wait for it, man.
I was walking out of work, I think that was yesterday, and for some reason, somebody started singing the Cheers theme song. Cheers had one of the hardest theme songs ever.
Yeah. Everything you got.
Yeah, man. So if y'all like our demographic, our group is people of our age. But if you young and you don't know what we're talking about, go to YouTube and type in Cheers theme song and get some of that.
I love talking to the young kids, man, like the ones I work with. You know what I'm saying? You don't shun them. That's the problem. Like as older guys, you can't, and older women, you can't shun them. You gotta wheel them in. And they want to listen, man. They want the information. You know what I'm saying? The information they can't get off of YouTube, they want it straight and direct from the person that's leading. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta be willing to come out of your room and talk to these kids and understand them and listen to them. You know what I'm saying? And don't beat them over the head. And I'm telling you, man, you can get progress with them.
That's what's up. I mean, we got a long way to go in terms of the crack laws that came about in the late 80s and 90s. Like that did so much to hinder us and slow us down and put us behind. It did so much to influence the music and culture by having like, you assume because you caught this dude with crack that he was, or maybe you didn't assume that he was a menace. You just wanted him off the street because of his, because of the amount of his melanin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you locked up and killed off a bunch of good leaders in our community.
Yep. And you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is now, they ain't even got to do it. We doing it ourselves now. So you got all successful rappers going to prison with on a RICO law, right? So think about it. Their kids, they're gonna be the next large group of people. If you see what's going on now, what they rapping about now, just imagine what's gonna happen 15 years from now. You see what I'm saying? They putting everybody. Look, you got more. It's better to sell drugs than goddamn be a rapper nowadays. They going on a RICO law.
Right. That's real.
The federal penitentiaries is full of rappers, man.
Nori say all the time, Nori from Drink Champs.
Full of rappers.
He said, if I knew what I knew, you know what I'm saying? He said, I can't front on what rap did for me, but to be honest, it's the worst loan you can ever get.
Yeah. And you know, he was a shooter.
Oh, yeah.
No, in prison. He was a shooter. He lights you up. He was known for that. Capone. And, you know, they came home. When you came home, you understood, like, yo, that ain't what it is. Now you got cats that's before they weren't even doing this. They come rappers and they become gangsters. Or then some of the rappers are gangsters first and turn rapper and can't leave the gangster stuff alone.
Right.
And the other sad part about these kids are going to jail at 15, 16, 17, doing 25 to life or doing 10, 15 years.
And they going straight to USP. They ain't going to the state. They going to the USPs, federal penitentiary. You know what I mean? And they putting you away, general population. And if you ain't built for it, man, you gonna find out real quick. You ain't thorough, you gonna get handled.
I'm about to say, because the Booty Bandit out, and he telling stories.
Yeah.
Y'all seen him lately?
Yeah,
Fleece Johnson.
Yeah, Fleece Johnson out telling stories.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, and I encourage everybody, don't support that fool, man. That man's a fool. Why would anybody want to listen to a man talk about taking men's booties, man?
Yeah.
Like I checked them out, right? And I'm like, man, this is not good for my spirit.
Right.
This man is sitting on here talking about raping men. Like this ain't like you, this a choice, like you're not gay, you want to do what you do. He's taking men and taking their manhood. Like, and we gonna and this fool that's holding the camera interviewing him, he ought to be chastised too. Like he's a clown too for even promoting this fool. This ain't funny. It ain't even funny. It's like this clown shit. Like this is what I'm talking. This is why we so messed up as the people right now with these type of fools. Somebody should have properly educated that fool while he was in prison.
Right.
See, what he don't realize is though he traumatized all these people, right? And the same people you laughing and joking, guess what? That same little joke gonna run up on you in the streets and he gonna get you up out of here.
Yep.
And he old man now because he ain't taking too much shit now.
Yeah, he gonna get you up out of here.
Nah,
like
it's wild the level of like we just been desensitized. Like once upon a time, cause you wouldn't barely see people kiss on TV.
Nah.
Now your regular TV shows got sex scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Rumping and moaning.
And we don't have you know what I'm saying? We don't have, and we got to evolve, but certain principles that we grew up on, they had a purpose and a place. Keeping children in the children's place, it seems like that shit is dead.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And there was a reason for that.
Yep.
There was a reason for that. Like the longer these kids now be 13 and they be stressed the fuck out.
Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. I mean, like grown people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like they got bills, man. Like stress, like straight up.
Well, they mama got bills, and they keep hearing their mama badmouth the baby father, and you know what I'm saying. And you ingest that shit.
Don't even let me get on that one.
Yeah.
Like, don't even let me get on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole nother, man. Listen, man, that's a whole nother story, man. You know, you got look, it's some sorry dudes out here. Don't get me wrong.
Trust
but I'm
me.
far from that. You know what I mean? I'm far from that. You know, and it's sad that with men like myself, who want to be in their kids' life and who strive to be a great father, right? And it's sad that when the woman knows this, right, she'll take that kid and use him as a pawn, right? Because she know you love your son, but you act like you don't give a damn. She trying to push him on you. But
right.
You love your child, you want to be a part of it, they got every excuse why you can't get the child. And man, I dealt with that man for years, and it affected my son, you know what I'm saying? But we got it together, but it's a sad thing about it because then they don't learn till they go, then your kids reap the karma.
For sure.
Now they're gonna deal with the situation in their relationship. Then they start saying, "Well, damn, now I see how Pop felt." And what can the mother who been doing this tell her son? Can she encourage him? No, you the same demon.
Right. I was on my way in here, and you know, we had a conversation some weeks back about Keke Palmer and her dude and him going to social media about her little event with Usher. He is trying to get full custody of the kid, and it's twofold. Do I think Keke Palmer is unfit and that there's a court in America that's going to allow them to be separated? No. But after seeing so many situations where these high-level celebrities or just people with vast amounts of money. Dr. Dre's wife.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who else? You know, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym type shit.
Right.
And
Jeff Bezos'
they,
wife, but they were together like 20-something years, but she got an
but
ass.
you know, that was, you didn't hear no dissension with that. He just gave that shit
No,
up.
he gave it to her. He was like, he had that.
Now who was
That's
that?
how much money he got.
Who that?
Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon.
Oh,
His
Jeff
wife.
Bezos? Oh, yeah.
His billions and billions. You can keep that.
Yeah. I mean, like you know what you sign up for, man. When you're a regular Joe, and you get out here and you get with one of these celebrity women, man. Look, I tell my daughter, I tell my mans and them, like, it's levels, and you gotta know your levels when you dealing with a woman. Now you got a lot of people that like to go above their level. Now you know you ain't on her level, but you think slinging that iron is going to keep her.
Right.
That iron ain't gonna keep her. You gotta have more than that iron. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she get out here, your woman up on that stage with somebody like a Usher. Lord have mercy.
Who is equally yoked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I said that from the beginning. I'm like, you should have understood when you signed up for the shit that this wasn't gonna be no cakewalk.
Man, his best bet would have been to talk to her behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't even show that out here in the public. Like, don't even show that. Like, once you did that, man, the haters gonna eat at you because they already hate because you got her.
Yeah.
So don't even put it out here in the public. You know what I'm saying? Be sturdy with it. Like, you can handle that behind closed doors, and guess what? You probably would have got a better reaction from her. She probably would have toned it down. She probably would have been more forgiving. But once you put it in the public,
Right.
and she got the women that's gonna back up and the dudes, let the games begin. You gonna catch hell.
I got this thing that I say in situations like that. Know when you win it. Know when you win it. Like, it's dudes out here that's running the streets and they got an old lady at home or a woman at home who work a dope job, bring home a dope salary, or it's a hardworking woman who got 2 jobs. She struggled, but she worked 2 jobs and let you hold a car on some Jody shit, and you out here, you know, fucking off. You gotta know when you win it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I wonder if people realize that, you know, when people talk about generational curses, I wonder if they realize that they the curse. Like you say, like you say, like, you a good father, you a stay at home, you a stay at home father, and you raise the kids. Now there's some men that would have said, I ain't doing it.
I don't stay at home. I work.
Well, my bad.
Always right.
But what I'm saying is, there's some men that said I wouldn't have took that, and now they separated. Or there's some women that say he didn't give me enough, so they separated. So they talk about generational curse, but it's not a generational curse. That's your choices. That ain't no curse. A curse is something that you ain't got no control of. It's a variable you ain't got no control of. But there's people that choose, as you say, to sling the iron. There's people that choose to sell the dope and not have a get out plan. There's females that choose to strip and make it a career. There's people that choose the, man, I ain't gonna get no job with a 401k, and I gotta pay IRS and all that. I'm gonna get me a street job, and I ain't gonna have no exit plan. There's people that make these choices, and they try to say generational curse.
Man, you know what's funny? Yeah. You got cats that say, not to cut you off, but you got cats that say, oh, back in my days, right? It's like, oh, they going in that white man army and this and that. I'm out here getting this man. I say, yeah, then you're gonna end up in that white man penitentiary working for penny on a dollar. You know, squatting and sticking your tongue out and all that other, run your hands through your head. Man, you look how you sound. Yep. Like me, I was ignorant to this crap in the beginning, like, oh man, black man in the army. But then when you look at the end game, you know what I'm saying? The end game, you put your 20 or 30 in, you got your guaranteed money coming in. Guess what? When you go on that job and he acting a fool, you can tell him kiss your ass and go on about your business because you got guaranteed check coming in.
Dude, kiss my ass.
When the person that was talking against the white man, he going hard in his 40s and 50s and 60s. He got to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? He be working till he 80 years old. Yes, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
Exactly.
I knew this one dude. I was telling the story the other day at work. There's one dude that I know. He got a talent. He got a good talent. I don't want to get no hints who it is, but he got a good talent working with his hands. And this is probably about 7-8 years ago. I think he was around like 45 or something like that. He had just started his 401k. And I'm thinking in my head, like, he be doing all these jobs and, you know, he be bringing all his money. I'm like, and he just now started thinking about a 401k. And his kids, great in school, about to go to college on scholarships, all this stuff. And I'm just thinking, like, you setting your kids up, but you didn't even set yourself up. Because your kids, that stuff ain't guaranteed. Like, you already at the age they trying to get to.
Yeah.
You ain't even start a 401k yet. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, I'm not saying it out loud because, you know, you don't want to beat nobody down. You know, back in our day, my brother said all the time, they taught us to not to save, but to pay your bills on time. They ain't teach you about 401k and stocks and land and all that. But there's a lot of people out there that haven't even started. Like, I commend them for starting at a later age. You know, I wasn't trying to purposely listen to this conversation, but, you know, that's why I tell people now, I might be like, man, you know, 401k, your stocks and all that. Like, you can sell dope, but, you know, that Amazon ride $500 minimum. Like, if something happened, that Amazon ride $500 minimum.
Self-preservation, law of nature.
Yeah. Like, I don't think people understand that or look at it. Even these kids these days, like, all this stuff comes full circle. We're talking about these kids, these separate homes. Like, stuff ain't the same price as it used to be.
Hell no.
Grocery store, man, it's almost like going to a funeral to go to the grocery store.
So they're taking your last walk down the aisle.
I start hearing the organ play when I walk into the grocery store, man. Shit, man.
You said a thing in reference to, because, you know, it's the Whitney Houston shit. The kids is the future. And, you know, old people be looking at youngins like the future is bleak. I remember being young and my pops looking at me like, I don't know what the fuck y'all on. You know what I'm saying? And I've gotten older now and I'm looking at these young kids like, some of that shit that they on, I commend. Like, they not with the hate shit. They not with, like, leave everybody alone. You know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves to be. Exactly.
They're not conforming. You know, see, society teaches you to conform, and this is what turn, like, when you look at how people that carry themselves like this, they think the only way to get ahead is putting your foot on the next person. That's the only way you're going to get ahead in a job or any type of field you in. Like, because they don't believe in ownership. They don't believe they could be their own king, their own queen. You know, you think the only way you can make it is by leaning on the next person. I never taught my kids that, man. I never taught my kids that Santa Claus coming down the chimney.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And people can get mad and upset because I don't want to play the game. I'm not letting nobody take credit for what I do.
That you work hard to do at that.
That's right. So you just teach your kids, like I teach my daughter ownership. I'm gonna give you a story. When my daughter was a All-American track star. That's what she did before this stuff. Like, this is what she was known for. She was supposed to be in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? She started with gymnastics, but then she went to track and field. My daughter won state in South Carolina for Westwood the first year they opened up. You know, first one to do it and the only one. And so her thing was, we ran track. She was 8 years old, but then she stopped doing it. And then one day she came downstairs and showed me a song, Tipsy, was the very first song she wrote and she recorded. I said, "That's you?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "When you did that?" She said, "Just now." She said, "I want to go to the studio." I said, "Let's go." No hesitation. And then when I see stuff like that, it's like the same way I put the effort into her track and field, because we spent a lot of money with this thing. So now it's like, okay, now we're going to take it to this level. And the more you learn, she learned the way around the studio, but she was a natural from the jump. And the same, because me and her, we got the same issue. Like, we was born deaf in our right ear. Both was born deaf in the ear. But she mastered it, and she's starting to learn, and she's a writer. Like, she been around me because I used to be the one rapping all the time, freestyling and all. I was all about that. You know what I'm saying? So she grew up around me listening to everything. I'm talking about any type of, if she don't know the artist, she knows the song.
Oh
So
no,
you
that
play,
was one of the first things we noticed.
she knows we used to rap, when I was news station in New York, we used to drive from Brooklyn to Baltimore every weekend damn near. And I played it all. In the house. It's always being played. Like everything. She understood and she know the difference between a metaphor rapper versus a bubblegum rapper. A rapper with content, she knows the difference.
It's wild because
her writing
when
skills.
we were asking her about inspiration or, you know, the type of stuff that she was listening to coming up. And it's hard pressed to find, if you line up 10 motherfuckers under 30 and say Hall and Oates.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like Hall and Oates, the Bee Gees. Man, I listen to everything, man. Michael Jackson, Prince, the Stylistics, the Dramatics, man, R. Kelly. I mean, I listen. I mean everything. When I say Wham, Tears for Fears, Billy Ocean, come on, man. She come on. She know all that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You just said a bunch of shit that, well, you know, they just brought up the shit on Netflix about Wham. I'm gonna go check that out. Motherfucker don't know how cold George Michael really was. And I was one of the people like, what the fuck happened to George Michael?
Yeah. Man, you know, like that what's the joint? Careless Whispers, all that, man. You know, Friday night videos, man. Look, I could go on and on from rap to gospel to R&B to pop. Man, look, bar none. I got over $100,000 worth of music I done bought over the years. Over 100,000. I was that dude that walked in Baltimore with the radio. Okay. I had the radio with everything. And I tell my daughter, I said, you got to listen to me because I was the biggest customer. I was the biggest one. I run to the store. So I'm telling you what it takes to get us out the bed on a Tuesday morning to run to that store and purchase that music. So you got to listen to me because I'm the customer.
And that's real.
I'm the dope fiend.
So let me ask you this. So have you been listening to Wanye's kids? Wanye from Boys and Men?
I heard him. Kids. Yeah, my friend, she showed them to me. I heard, yeah.
Hey, he got 4 boys and he got a daughter. The daughter, her voice is powerful. Like she did the Deborah Cox challenge and she handled that shit. Me and my brother, we talk music all the time. A lot of times we talk rap, but more than likely we're gonna talk R&B. And I think your daughter has that authenticity, that old school R&B in her. And I think that's what they need to bring back. You know, we talked earlier. We talked about the Chris Browns and these R&B singers want to be rappers, but we need to bring back like that old R&B back. We need to bring back, yeah, the 2, the 3 step, the 5 step, the spin, to hold the microphone, the harmonize. Don't just let the beat ride. Cut that beat and hit that note. Like they not doing that. But I wanted to ask you, like, they got a song, Wanye, Boys and Men got a song with Charlie Wilson, and at the end, Wanye and Charlie Wilson kind of battling.
Oh, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's an older song, but like we don't have that in R&B no more. Like strong vocals just going back to back.
Yeah, that's you know, and it's sad because we want the quick. You don't even hear a song go for more than 2 minutes now.
Yeah. You
remember back in the days, Curtis Mayfield, how that song breathed, how it breathed before the track just played. How Willie Hutchinson. You know, he the one made the Mac. That joint just ran, and then he came on and sung.
Isaac Hayes Not Stand Accused was 8 minutes long.
Yeah. Lenny Williams was 8 minutes long. Lenny begged for 8 minutes. Lenny Williams was begging for 8 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, you can make love off these songs, man, off of one song.
But you know what?
I think people nut, so it go faster now.
Tank said that. Tank said it's the programmers, it's the powers that be. He was like, they don't want to see black love.
No,
You know what I'm
no.
saying?
They
And
don't.
your daughter even said it. The male vocalists are the ones that's missing. Back in the day, cause you
Mhm.
had Freddie Jackson, Luther Vandross, Keith Sweat. Like you could name
Bernie White.
15
Bernie White.
motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
They tell you
Gerald
Keith Sweat.
Levert.
Mm-hmm.
And
John Hill.
it's like
Black Men United. You know, that's my shit. Black Men United. Shit, about
Yeah,
40 of them on stage.
right,
yeah. They
right.
will
And it's
tell
like
you.
they're not being represented. The men are not representing the R&B anymore.
Nah.
I mean, you still got
They tell
you
you
got
everybody.
Tyrese putting out music. You got David Hollister putting out music and touring. But as
Mm-hmm.
far as the young ones, now the saving grace is, and we touched on
Usher.
that,
Usher.
is the Usher, but the Southern Soul movement.
Oh, yeah, Southern
Right.
Soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Southern Soul is bringing young men out that you think are old men based on what you're hearing.
Right.
But these is young dudes, and it's a new sound.
Yeah.
How do you feel like music is going to evolve over these next 5, 10 years?
Well, my uncle, man, he was in the music business heavy. He I don't know if you know this guy, look him up. He got a bad rep now, but he grew up, he was in a group with a guy named Dr. Malachi York. If you know about him, talking about, you know what I'm saying? But him and Dr. Malachi York had a group called Passion, right? And they were singing in the late 70s, early 80s. So he got a lot of experience in the studio, and he always telling me it's going to come back. He said, what your daughter doing right now, she stayed with it, it's going to come back. So she never understood the level of experience he had in the studio because he known for doing nails and feet, like he a beast, you know what I'm saying? He ain't sweet by no sense of the word. Watch your woman around. But
Okay.
he the type of dude that he understand in the studio. Like he gave her some pointers just on cue, and she peeped it just like that. He like put this, layer that, and right then and there, she had a whole different level of respect for him because
Right.
she didn't know about Unc. But Unc was that dude up in New York. Unc was really doing it. You know what I'm saying? So he knows his way around the studio, performing and everything. He think he Prince. He looks just like him. He think he Prince.
That's a hell of a one to look like, bro.
But the dude is a cold dude, man, when it comes to like getting them vocals. He the one put us with Mario. Mario is an engineer. And he mixes. You don't find too many engineers that can do both. They either he great at mixing or they great at mastering. You never find one that can do both. He does both. And if you listen to the quality of her music, you see what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And people would think that you buy it, you get it, and you think it's just gonna be so. You put it in your car, man, it's gonna bump. It's clear, it's clean.
It's very clear.
You know what I'm saying?
It's first thing I noticed.
Yeah, Natty is a producer. Natty is the producer, and he plays instruments. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're getting, and you give it to Mario. Mario gonna run with it. And the next project, we gonna harness in. I got it like a lot of times getting on in there to I call her Bree. That's my baby.
For sure.
Getting her in there to getting her mind right to right. You know what I'm saying? Once you get it in and lock in, you got it. But you know these artists, you just gotta get them in. And
Right.
I'm in a nightmares. I'm everywhere. I'm breathing at her neck. You know, you got to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get no younger. Like the good thing is she started at an age where it's not like she just started. She's getting seasoned. So her time gonna come. Her time is gonna come. We ain't worried about the likes and the shares. We gonna get that, but you got to keep throwing it on the wall to the stick. People gonna recognize because you got talent. The girl, and she got a joint she did with Genuine. I keep telling her put out. She did a Genuine joint that she rapped on it. In those man, fire.
I think she spoke on that. I think she told us about it.
If she put it out, and I keep telling, I want her and Bay Ray, but they got so much of a good chemistry.
Right.
Bay Ray is a bad boy.
He bad.
Man, when I say bad boy, I'm talking about he even got the type of rap he do, you would think he was from up New York.
Right.
And then his singing is like straight soulful.
Soulful.
Like not what now I'm not talking about this harmonizing you see everybody doing now. He ain't that dude. He that dude. He the jagged edge
agree with
dude. He that type of dude. Like
Yes.
he the me that type of cat, right? He ain't putting around with it. He writes. So those two together, I really want them one day to put a project out together, right? Because they got the chemistry, right? So we trying to show her ownership. Like we was dealing with a dude, he was trying to get us to sign a bogus contract, things like we can get merchandise. You want to get half on the merchandise? So I went and bought the press machine and all that myself. We can do our own merchandise. We don't need you.
As you should. And that's the new thing that we need to do as a people is let's be owners. Let's be bosses instead of just talking the talk.
Right. Now, having a manager is cool, but we're gonna build our portfolio up. We gonna spend our money. If she got to go to interview here and then go to California, find a podcast over there, go to Florida. You got to network.
Yeah.
If I got somebody up here, I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna put you on to them. I'm gonna plug y'all in the people I know. You understand what I'm saying? You got a guy down there right now, Hollow Arts. Man, he always got something going on at my house.
Right.
Y'all need to check him out. We always got this man, he retired Sergeant Major from the military. Man, this man grinding. He got a whole bunch of artists that he put them on a platform to perform. I don't know what nights it is, ask Honor, but man, he always working hard.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah, we fuss with Hollow. He done been on our show. We fuss with Hollow.
Yeah, so he I got a dude named L. Man, that man treacherous. I put him up against Steve Rapper. He down there, he from Pennsylvania. Man, he treacherous. He be there with Hollow's in Hollow's place. That man don't write nothing. The man in his head, I'm talking about straight thorough bars, man. The man's treacherous. I put him up against any rapper. He ferocious. Ask Arnold.
Nah, that's dope, man.
And it's a lot. Like we got to start plugging each other in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you, like my man, Cardi B, the one that made Bodak Yellow. That's my man, Jay White. That's okay. He from Kansas, so we was out Kansas. Jay White used to come to my house, play his beats on a PlayStation when Breon was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
So him and T Wiz did the whole Black album on Tyrese. I told Jay White, yo, you got to get out of this town and get it pop. Jay White, done made hits. He done won like 4 Grammys already.
Right.
He made Cardi B, Mega Stallion, and he won with Beyonce. He done made what's that joint like that, and then he made a lot with J. Cole and 21 Savage.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this same kid used to be in my house, man, on a regular.
That's crazy.
But like I said, and no knock on him, I don't hear from him as much as I used to. That was my man, but it is what it is. See you at the top, brother.
Yes. Indeed. Man, look, this has been super dope, man. This hour done went by real quick, and your level of knowledge, your level of experience, your life experience, bro, we have a lot of different conversations on this podcast, so I'm going to go ahead and say it now. We going to call you back and open up the floor to you. And anybody you want to put us in contact with, anybody you feel like is a good interview, let us know, man. Because like I said, what we trying to do is kill all the narratives that we can't work together, that we ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of that shit is programming.
That's all. We locked in, bro. Like I'm sorry, we locked in. Like we locked. So anytime if I run across anybody, even if my man hit me up, Jay White, I got some brothers, man. Give them a shot, man. Let them get on your joint. The girl name, I forgot her name. She's my daughter's vocal trainer, and I got her from Jay White. She was on America Got Talent. Her name is Jalen, but she very, very powerful voice. She signed them, but that's my daughter's vocal trainer. And I mean, I reached out to her, and she was so humble. Ain't hit me in the head with nothing. And gave my daughter that work and got her the way she is. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Like sometimes you gotta reach back. And I tell my daughter all the time, when I see a girl got talent and she can't write, she can sing, but like we gotta get with her.
Oh yeah.
She got the look, talent.
But the fact that your daughter writes, she in it for the long haul. Just the fact that she can
Yeah,
write. And she said
yeah,
she wrote the shit for the videos, how that shit was gonna go. Like
yeah. She write
that
The
shit,
treatment.
treatments.
Yeah,
that shit longevity right there.
yeah. She write
Yeah.
treatment. She do a lot, man, and it's gonna pay off. Like I said, she just gotta keep grinding. I'm always on her. I'm talking about morning breath. I'm on her. Get up here. Get up. Get up. Always
Yeah.
on it, bro. It ain't a
Nah,
game with me.
that
I
shout
believe.
out to you. Shout out to you on first being a dope father, but
Yeah.
also embracing who she is
Yeah,
and helping, assisting, pushing, motivating. You know what I'm saying?
right.
A lot of people be like, man, my kid, all kind of shit. Well, guess what you got to do? You got to sacrifice your time, and you got to do that shit until they figure out what it is.
Right, right.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
she grew up with two hardworking parents. Like that's a fact. Like she watched us grind. Like the work ethics is there. All my kids, they watched it. You know what I'm saying? My two sons, they watched it. So it's going to be in you. You know, when you type that make excuses, you get excuses. You know what I'm saying? So when she watched us like get it, and then I don't just talk, bro. Like me, when I tell her we gonna do this and we need to do that, I go in my pocket, even if it's my last dollar. I let her know. If she say, I say, put that song out, my man. When Natty had the track, I ain't waste no time. How much the
They're
track?
high low in the building.
Send
They're
the
high low
money.
in the building.
What up, Moed? I send the bread, right? And get it done. Because you can talk all day till your ass turn red. But at the end of the day, it's that talk. And when they see that you're backing them and supporting them, then that's when they're gonna get on it. They don't want to disappoint you. And we
Right.
we did a listening party for her, man. Up here, we did a real listening party for that project. I wanted to see, did I make the money up? No, it wasn't about that. It was about giving her that feel of what it felt. These people took a Saturday out of their time to come sit and listen to your project. We had a caterer, we had everybody that come out, and they sat there and she made up this little thing, a chart, and she wanted them to pick the best song that they want the video for. Just so happened the video that she was going to do that Saturday was the one they picked. So I want to see you know how hard it is to get a bunch of people in one room, black people, to get in one room to listen to your music.
Yeah, that's real.
We had a DJ. We had my cousin did it was like some like what they call that when they do the what's the New York, what's the song, what's the show that they did Love and Hip Hop. You know how they do the recap and they come up on the stage and talk. We had my cousin sit there and my daughter come out. My uncle pulled up with the van, like the limo style, put her in there, let her sit down and talk. She was dressed nice. It was beautiful, man. It was immaculate. And I wanted her to feel like a star that night. And I said, this could be forever.
For sure. Nah, she got it, man. Like I said, when you talk about being, rapping and shit, I did it for a good little while. I tried my hand at the music business. It kind of broke my heart, you know what I'm saying? And I was jaded. So I don't really, talk about it, but I always have an ear for what's right. You know what I'm saying? And immediately she got the immediate thumbs up.
How old are you?
You know what I'm saying?
How old are you?
47.
You do the fuck you want to do, man. Hey,
that's real.
Hey, don't let nobody tell you shit, man. Let me tell you something. We was trying to put something together with a bunch of youngins, right? Producers and all that. They came over and they didn't show up. So me and my man Wink, we sitting in there. We used to rap. We sitting in the house with Natty in the studio. We sitting there like, I can't believe these jokers ain't show up. So while we sitting there, I'm hearing this track like, what the hell is that? So I'm freestyling on the joint, and my man said, yo, let's make a song real quick. I'm not writing no song. He said, Ed, let's do it now. He said, Natty, cue it up. He said, Ed, just write the hook. I got the rest. I went to the bathroom, started the hook, came back out. I'm gonna let you hear it soon, man. Fire.
Okay.
I'm 51 years old. Can't nobody tell me what the fuck to do.
Oh yeah, no. I feel like I did that because that's what was hot at the time. It was before the expansion. Like I'm rapping before the internet. Like the internet is just becoming a thing. Napster and all of that shit.
But if you want to
So,
have fun, let's have fun.
oh, well, say no more. Say no more.
Let's have fun, brother. Like, I wish somebody would come and say something reckless to me. I'm 51 years old, man. I'm going to have fun, and you going to have fun. If I say, look, man, I need some bars from you real quick. We ain't got to make no money. We having fun. You know what I'm saying? It's brain exercise, baby.
Trust me. Hey, look, I got a list of people that fit on one page that I got feelings for. Everybody else can kiss my ass.
Goddamn right. They
You know
goddamn
what I'm
right.
Hey, real quick, let's take it back to time capsule real quick on the way out for him because he musically inclined. So let's do a quick time capsule before we get out of here.
Go for it. Set them up.
We're gonna do R&B. We'll do 80s to the early 90s R&B, just like your favorite track. Just give me
that's a lot of music.
five. Yeah, no, I try to do a broad range. Like if you got something more specific.
You want to go 80s to 90s?
Yeah.
What we do is we you know how they used to do back in the day, bury a time capsule with shit in it to dig up 50 years later and see what people was on back then. So we just come up with this idea that 5 songs that you would want people to hear way after you gone. 50 years from now, they'll open up the time capsule and be like, oh shit, Ed was on this shit.
Yeah, you talking about R&B?
R&B.
Whatever.
Whatever.
You gonna go whatever?
I'm gonna tell you something. One song I like, man. I got my first hunch off this song.
I know this will kill him.
World class record crew. Before you turn off the light.
Oh, that's okay. That's a real one.
That's fire.
Okay.
I go honestly, man. I like weird stuff, man. I like Phil Collins, Another Day in Paradise. That's my joint. I like the OJ's Sunshine.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with OJ's.
They're like I love Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
For sure.
I like
that's not even when you can pick a song off of. That's a no skip. Off the Wall is a no skip.
Whole album crazy. What's his name? Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares. I like
If I hadn't heard Prince sing it, I would have said that.
Yeah, that's my joint.
Yeah.
I like I'll blow you. Simply Red, holding back the years.
Your daughter didn't know that. Your daughter didn't know that.
I know.
She didn't know about Nate. Yeah.
You know the song. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Red Wine.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Night Fever. Bee Gees. More Than a
Michael
Woman.
McDonald.
Yeah.
Barry Gibbs.
Yeah. What's the joint from Running Scared? Dusty then. You got the feeling.
That was Michael McDonald.
Yeah, man. That's my joint. Of course, I like Careless Whispers.
Yeah.
I like my Miami Sound Machine.
Okay.
Bruh,
Gloria Estefan.
Bro, I know your partners when you ride, you play these joints. I know your partners like, what the hell he listening to?
Man, I'm telling you, man.
Got to be singing.
Pat, what her name is? Pat Burner. I was just rocking Pat. What's the name of her song? She the one.
Love is a Battlefield.
Yeah, boy, what? That's my joint. Come on, man.
We cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, I'm all over the place with it. And then I take you back. I'm into the African heavy too. I ain't talking about what's going on now. I'm talking about Fela.
Okay.
Water the enemy. Like that. Look that up. Fila. He from the 60s and 70s. Fire. The beat. The song played for like 5 minutes before he even came on and started singing.
I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, I don't think I heard that. I'm gonna look that up. I'm about to hear
Fila. Fela. Fire.
Okay.
What else I like? Of course, if you the Last King of Scotland, look at that soundtrack. That was a real African warrior soundtrack right there. Fire. That joint.
For the people who run across this stream, he giving y'all a real education. And if you young and you a young artist, listen to these songs.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like people don't realize, like, even with Scarface and the Ghetto Boys, like the real from the jump. I take it back, where I'm like I listen to Tony Rock I'm talking about Tony Rock from Luke. He was signed to Luke record. MC Shy D. Man, I got some joints for you. New York is easy for me. I'm just throwing it out there because people think because we up north we don't know. I know I'm in the bag, bro. I see. I grew up going to Florida every summer. DJ Magic Mike. You know what I'm saying? If your look, the basement's so low, the windows in your house will break, boy. Like I grew up down in Florida. I grew up spending my summers down south, man. Like in Florida, where it was going on with the Cadillacs. I was out there when the real money, when the convertible Burton was out there in the streets, boy. Like I grew up in that era, so I got to see music scene and the hustling scene from the Florida side and from the Baltimore side.
Right.
How everybody
I feel like we had the best entertainment era ever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these young kids don't know that Madonna was a fucking icon. She was a whole goddamn movement.
That's my girl. Like
right.
Madonna, her music, man, is priceless.
Right.
Cyndi Lauper. Michael Bolton. Strong voices.
All of it.
Yeah, strong voices. Man, even with the gospel, we go Shirley Caesar, we go James Cleveland, we go Douglas Miller. You know what I'm saying? We go BCC Weiner. We go, man, look, I grew up in the church house, man. My dad was a pastor, you know what I'm saying? It's a gospel group out there called Passage. To me, got the illest gospel album ever. From 1 to 12, every song banging, Passage. Man, I'm telling you, fire. We got all and Benzino sampled a lot of their stuff off of that album.
I don't think the Winans get enough credit this day and age.
No,
as a family.
They don't.
As a family, I don't think the Winans get enough credit.
Yeah, they don't. They don't, man. It's like it's so many, bro. I got CDs, tapes. Like I spent a lot of money. Walking in the hood. I was out there in Baltimore when the real goons was out there, and I was walking my radio. Ain't nobody bothering me, man. I used to have my music playing.
Yeah.
Walking all down the street, bumping it. Me and my
instant gratification that these kids will never understand. They would never understand that your Tuesday was release day, and you had to get there.
Yeah, Tuesday definitely was release day.
Hey, remember how you had to pop that CD, the plastic off, and just to look at the credits?
Oh,
you want to see the album cover, look at the credits, who made the beats, where was it recorded? What studio was it recorded at? You wanted to know everything. You wanted to know everything about this. You let the music play, but you was looking at every piece.
For sure.
Hey, you know what else? If it was a CD that you really want to listen to, that plastic ain't coming off right away. I used to get tell with that plastic. If you really want to listen to that CD, that plastic was not.
You biting it off.
You in the parking lot for an extra 30 minutes.
Yeah, look, or you stick your thumb in there, pop the tape, you know I had the tape on it inside the plastic. You pop that tape, like you break the dang on case, like I'll get with that later. Man, you put that thing in there, it's like, oh.
Right, and the first time you open it, you gotta push down the middle of the CD and bend it a little bit just for it to pop up.
Yeah. Y'all remember Tribe Called Quest? You know how clean and clear Tribe Called Quest music used to sound? Like It like their music and Naughty by Nature. They had some of the most musical albums.
Midnight Marauders is one of the most slept on musical albums of all time.
I'm gonna tell you who remind me of them far as music wise, not rap wise, but music wise. Rick Ross. He has the same type of clear production.
My brother say it all the time.
The most consistent rapper ever. Rick Ross is the most consistent rapper ever, hands down. He's never dropped a doo-doo album.
No.
He's the most consistent rapper ever.
And you know what else? People don't give credit because I hate when you talk about Ross, they always talk about his weight and they say he fake, which means you didn't listen to the clarity of the track and you didn't listen to the message that he's saying. Because every people talk about he flossing this. Listen to the message that he's trying to tell you in it.
I'm trying to definitely give you that imagery, cuz you be feeling like him by the time you get to the third song.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he give you that motivation. He said, I can park a jet in my driveway. If I'm sitting here in the middle of the night drinking, and then he said, I can park a jet in my driveway, I'm thinking about how I can get a jet in. That's motivation. It's not, he's not talking, I'm going to kill you.
No.
That's motivation.
I'm going to tell you, the album, my dream album, you asked me my dream album, I'm going to tell you who my dream album would be. It would have been Big, Pun, and Rick, and call it the Big Three. Man, that joint was big.
Yeah, that one went crazy.
I said Ross, Joe, and Killer Mike.
Killer Cam? Killer Mike or Killer Cam?
No, Killer Mike. Killer
Mike fire. I think Killer Mike, Scarface, and Nas, man. Like Killer Mike, he got that Killer Mike, Scarface, and Nas, man. They got that.
Those are super groups. Y'all talking about fantasy super groups.
They can hit you on that political. They can hit you on that political. Them three right there, because they actually wanted Scarface, Ice Cube, and Nas to do an album together. You know what I'm saying? They want them to do an album together. You know, man, I'm trying to tell you so many. I can line them up, bro. And this music thing, this is my thing.
Man.
If it ain't music, it's boxing. This is my thing, bro. I live, eat, and shit this thing, man.
What if Jada, Wayne, and M?
Who that?
Jada, Kiss, Lil Wayne, and Eminem.
That's fire. But what I do, you want
that though? Who do you get produced the whole album?
You could do M.
Who do you produce that whole album
though? You can let M produce something on there because he's pretty decent.
Pharrell.
You can get the stop. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you like this. You want a monster album, bro? Eminem, Busta Rhymes, and Tech Nine from Kansas City.
They couldn't. Most kids' heads would explode. They couldn't ingest everything that would be coming at them.
It would be straight rapid fire, like Killer, and then let Twista feature on
that War War?
Huh?
What's that War? What's the name of that track they had? War? That was the name of the track. Who's on the rapping fast? Yeah. But I'm gonna tell y'all, all y'all young listeners, I'm gonna tell y'all, I got a rapper that I messed with from day one. He's one of my favorite rappers. A lot of people don't know about him, but you do know about him. He go by the name of Cormega. This cat is a lyrical poet. Like, if you sit and listen to Cormega, listen to his lyrics, listen to his quotes. He got the most quotables ever. Like, people quote, his quotables so damn like A-list that he got to write a book. He wrote a book on them because everybody always saying, he said something like this. He said, what's the rhyme he said? I'm gonna tell you what he said. It's called Cocoa Butter. You gotta listen to it. It's called Cocoa Butter. And he says, it's quite mysterious like the mind behind pyramids. The girl, she's quite mysterious like the mind behind pyramids. You know what that means, right?
Because nobody can figure out how the pyramids was built.
Exactly. He said the chick mind, she was quite mysterious like the mind behind pyramids. He say stuff there like, yo, you just say that? What did he just say?
Look, we'll be here all night talking this music shit, man. Look, we gonna have we gotta close out for the night. But Ed, you welcome here anytime, brother.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Shoot me a shot. I'm here, bro. Like, just let me know. It ain't nothing to me. It's smart. We can make it happen.
Hey,
Like,
I'm about to send you. I'm about to see him transition. I'm about to send you this YouTube link, and I just want you to listen to this whole album and then get back to me. It's about
He gonna tell
13
you already
songs.
heard it.
hey, I'm a music consumer, man. Send it to me. Trust me.
I'm gonna send you this on YouTube link, and I want to know what you think about it.
What y'all listening to right now, though? What y'all know about Benny the Butcher? What y'all know about Conway Machine? That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah, Griselda and the Buffalo Boys.
I'm on all that. Edo, the Dirty Special. That's what I'm on right now.
Yeah, I'm still listening to some older stuff. The Rosses, the Slim Thugs, the Tips.
Yeah.
I stay down south. Now the Jadakiss co-sign, this white dude named Millies. He from Massachusetts. Jada co-sign. Nothing but metaphors. All his shit is metaphors. But
I'm at to check what his name is.
Millies, Millyz.
Send that to me.
Yeah, he from Boston, and Jada co-signing. He was actually on BT Hip Hop Awards like 2017. He's a white dude. Nobody knew who he was, and over the years, Jada took him under his wing.
I'm gonna check them. Yeah, send them to me. I'm gonna check them out.
Man, look, this has been a dope show. A lot of information. We talked about music. We talked about life. That's what goes on here, man. The conversation is the start. Not me, not my brother. The conversation, man. Pontificating at a higher level. Changing frequencies. That's what we're trying to do here. I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate you, Ed, for sharing your time. That's the most valuable commodity. I don't give a fuck about $1. I give all the fucks about my time.
That was priceless. When I come down there, man, we're going to round table. We want a round table. I'm going to cook y'all. We're going to feast like kings, man.
Look. I can't wait, brother. Again, this is the Bottom of the Bottle Show. I'm Jay Walker III. That's Carolina Dirt 803. Big shout out to Ed Handsome. Hey, until the next time, everybody be easy, man. We gone.
Peace out.